Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and it's time for us to do our weekly MOPAR Monday. And today we're going to take a look at a couple of older release autoworld Mopars. One is an A body and one is an E body. I know I said we were going to do the Team Transport Hot Wheels, but I figured I would go ahead and do these ones because it's something that doesn't come up every day. We'll get around to the Team Transport eventually. But and today we couldn't get over to Mr. Norm's because we have some stuff over there. We're trying to get things ready for the garage sale this week. So we got things stacked everywhere. So we couldn't get over in that corner of the room. So we're doing it from here, where we usually do our other videos. So today we have these two guys to take a look at. The cards are pretty roached on these. That's how I got these for a fairly good price on eBay. This one was a really good price in my opinion. I got it for, I think it was like $10 shipped to the door. So not too bad. And this is an old release 71 Dart Swinger. And you can see it's pretty limited when they were kind of very exclusive on their castings. Not so much anymore nowadays, but this is when they were. So one of 1800. So that's pretty cool. It is done in a maroon color with a black interior, black tail stripe, and black hood scoops. A lot of these castings don't have the hood scoops, so that's kind of a rarity to find them with the scoops. And that usually signifies 340 car, which is pretty cool. So, anyways, we're gonna get him out of the box, take a look at him, out of the package, I should say, and I've already ripped the blister loose. And with these, usually I chuck the blister pack, but I do keep the collector box and just put them away, and then this guy will go into the dealership diorama. So this is a well-detailed casting, probably the most accurate of the 70 to 72, I guess you could even say upwards of 76. They just kind of changed the front grills and tail lights, and they put the big bumpers on them. But that's like from 73 to 76. But the 70 72s are almost identical, just a difference with the grill and the marker lights, and that's pretty much it. 70 and 71s are almost a repeat carbon copy of each other. The 72 has a fully open grill without the split, and it has the surface mount marker lights, not the recessed style like this one. So, anyways, going back and looking at it, I'm going to see what our plate says here. 71 Dart. Pretty cool. So, as I've complained before, their Mopar rallies are not bad. I think they're just a little bit small, in my opinion. Or maybe it's that I got so used to the oversized ones on like Greenlight and M2, so I'm a little bit picky. But these are probably the least favorite of mine out of the three manufacturers, M2, Greenlight, Autoworld. But anyways, besides that, the casting is beautiful. And in most cases, their wheels that they make are well done. Like the Stillies with the poverty caps, the Magnum 500s. Those are the other two styles you would see on their Mopars. On these, though, you only see the Mopar Rallies or the poverty caps on Stillies. So as you can see, paint's nice detail with marker lights, the swinger dart emblems, the fender well trim, the rocker trim, window trim. It's all there. Nice detailed lights in the back and in the front, and they do have an opening hood and nice detail in the motor compartment. That's the one thing with Autoworld. They kill it with their detail under the hood. For 1/64th, I don't think anybody can even compare to them. I know M2 and Greenlight do it, but they are nowhere near as accurate as Autoworld. So, pretty nice example of the A body. So, here's the E body, and this one is another one. I know in some lighting it don't look bad, but you can see there's a big crease there. I think I paid like $15 for him shipped to the door. There are some flaws on this one, though. This is the same place that I got the uh, counterpart to the lead sled. And I told you guys I had to return it because I had such bad paint rashing on the passenger side. Well, this came from the same place, and once I opened it, it has paint rashing on the passenger side. I don't know, there's something to do with hot, humid conditions and the car being against the PVC plastic and such. And usually it promotes paint rashing. If it's in the package in these hot, humid conditions for a long, long time, you can start seeing it happen elsewhere. But usually the parts that are touching the PVC plastic are the areas that the paint rashing will occur first. So just be careful when buying things from like hot, humid areas. Like this came from, I think, southern Florida. So it's hot and humid there pretty much the entire year. They have humidity, so you have to watch for this. And I've seen it a whole lot in the Philippines. So when you're buying loose, you can kind of be a critic on it. When buying carded, it's a little bit hard. Unless they've been in these conditions for a long period of time, then you'll start seeing it through the blister on the areas that are not contacting the blister plastic. But this one, fortunately, did not get that bad. And I'll point out some of the areas if you can see them. It really is not that bad, but I don't know. I'm very picky when it comes to the cars. I don't want any paint rashing. But there's your box. Very nicely done. This was one car I had to have because I have most all of the other TAs. I think I'm missing the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals variant from a couple years back, and that's the only one. But the ones that are regular retail releases and the high impact colors, this was the last one I needed. I have the orange one, and then the more recent ones from a year or two ago, the Sassy Grass Green or Go Green, whatever it is referred to, and the yellow. So as you can see, it's a very cool car. They did everything spot on with this casting, and this, let's see, I don't know, you could kind of see a little bit of paint rash there. And then I don't know, surface is not as smooth as the other side, but sometimes the paint lays down with a lot of orange peel in it. But anyways, you can see the paint rash there, and then there is a little bit, yeah, there you go, a little on the deck lid back here near the body line. But as I said, in person, you can see it a little bit better, but it does have to be in the right lighting, so it's not horrible bad. But I figure another year or two, it would have gotten horrible bad if I wouldn't have let her loose. So good thing I got it and was able to free it. Yeah, you can see it a little bit there. It's not everywhere. It didn't get on the roof, fortunately. There's, I guess, a little bit in the stripe here. As you can see, it looked kind of textured. So it's not too bad of orange or of paint rash. It's more like an orange peel look in the decal. So anyways, just be careful with that. And anyways, this is a very nice casting. Probably the finest example of a TA in 1/64th out there. It beats Greenlight all to hell with the detail. You could see nicely detailed chassis, and they did spot on perfect with the exhaust, with the mufflers. How it inlet and outlet is on the same side, exiting before the rear tire, just like the real deal. And then the hood, the 6-pack hood, and then detailed engine with the 6-pack 340. Stripes are accurate. The rear wing is accurate. And then it's got the chin spoiler. Everything there is spot on with this casting. As I said, the rallies, I don't know. In my opinion, I would like to see something like a set of M2s on this. And it could be done. You could swap it out. But not bad, though. I'll leave it alone and such. The only thing I may do, and I'll do this on a video maybe later on, I have the orange, another orange one and another yellow one. I have doubles of those two. And I was looking, the yellow one is the only one with the Stillies and poverty caps. Since I have an extra orange one, I was thinking about swapping them around and putting the rallies on the yellow one. So I have all 4 with Mopar rallies, and then I'll have the variant, the original variant with the dog dishes, and then we'll have an orange one with dog dishes. So maybe we'll do that for a video, wheel swapping an autoworld Challenger TA. So guys, that's it for our MOPAR Monday today, and we'll set these guys here. And then, as I said, this week we're trying to do a garage sale here, so I'm not sure if we'll be around for Wednesday's video. I'm probably going to skip this Wednesday because, one thing, I don't have any material for Wednesday. No wagons, no dragsters. Well, I guess I do have the team transport set I could do, but I think we'll save that for a Friday or a MOPAR Monday. So this week, there's nothing coming up for Wednesday, but we will be back on Friday, and we'll be unboxing. I don't know if we're going to be doing some autoworld Lincolns, or maybe doing the autoworld Caravan in maroon, and we have the GMC Sierra lifted one from M2. So we have some stuff to unbox for you guys for our Free It Friday. Not sure what we'll do, so make sure you tune back in and see what we do choose to do for you. So enjoy your week, guys, and thanks for watching.